Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to talk about empties from the month of March. So it is April 1st today. I have all my beauty empties, which I consider to be makeup, skincare, hair care, and body. So I have all the things non-home fragrance to share with you guys. So let's get right into it. I see once again from my pile and my numbers, this is the second month in a row I have 0 makeup empties. I'm really bummed about that. I need to start working through some of my makeup items for sure, because I have a lot of lip products that I just keep buying and not finishing. So I, for the month of April, am going to attempt to pull out a different lip item every day and just try and get some use on it. I know that's not going to help me like finish one specific thing, but I have so many things that I haven't even ever tried that are just sitting in my collection. So we're going to see. I'm going to do it like random style just to make it a little bit fun and to make myself use things that I am not reaching for, obviously. So yeah. Bummer, but I'm sure probably this next month. It's been 3 months since we've finished a mascara, so we might be getting on the edge of that. Even some of my brow stuff is a little bit like on its edge, so there'll probably be one in April, a makeup empty. I certainly hope so. I need to use some of my makeup. Okay, let's move on to skincare. So finished a Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the mini and it's the waterproof version, and I think you can tell that from the blue cap, and it does say waterproof here, but I think they're all different colors for the versions. The waterproof version, this kind, was the one that you like shake together to activate it. You mix like the oil part and the water, and then it, is what makes it able to remove the waterproof stuff, I think. I realized, now that I am like donezo with this, I realized that I actually don't like the combo. I think I used to a lot more, but I also used to wear a lot more makeup. Like, I don't really wear anything waterproof these days. Like, it's not my thing anymore. And it's not that I ever really wore waterproof makeup, maybe waterproof mascara, maybe, like back in the day. But also, I just wore a lot more then, so it was probably harder to like get through because, I would do like the whole kit and caboodle. Like, I would do it all. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't have time for all that. What's most important? What area of my face am I hitting today? Like, is it bronzer or blush? Like, I can only choose one. Like, that's my style these days versus back in the day. So I think because of that, I don't need this intense of a formula. I also hate how oily this leaves my face. Like, it's so oily at the end of using this. Like, just what, like, you have to cleanse after. Not that I'm not cleansing after with the replacement I bought, which is just the non-waterproof version of this, but it leaves my skin feeling so gross that I'm like, get this off my face right away. Like, it's so nasty. So I'm over that. That is why it's kicking the bucket and not a repurchase. I finished up this CeraVe eye cream in just like the regular formula. I do really like this. I am using the CeraVe Skin Renewing Eye Cream, and I don't know if it's doing more or less for my under eyes. Like, at first I thought it had a retinoid, I don't know the difference between all that. I thought it had like a vitamin A derivative of some sort in it, but I might be making that up in my mind because I haven't seen like any drying effects under my eyes. I was nervous about that. But I don't know if I love it more than I love this. I don't like love this. I'm not like, I have to go out and repurchase this immediately. It's just like the most common, affordable, works eye cream, lasts a long time. Like, it's just Old Faithful. I don't love it by any means. So maybe I'll go back to it after this one. I don't know. I have some other eye creams, I think, just to use as like that I got as samples and stuff. So this is good for like a basic eye cream. I don't know that I would say it like does anything special. It's not like brightening or like anything specific. It just is for moisturizing under eyes, but it's not so thick that it causes milia. Also finally finished the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I, for the longest time, wanted to try this. Because everyone like raved about Supergoop, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this. I understand the concept. I understand why this is important to some people. It's unseen because it goes on clear. The problem for me is because it's clear, I can't tell where I've covered. Like, I felt like I was using this, and some days I would use so much, and some days I was like, did I even get half my face? Like, you can kind of feel the texture of where you put it, but you can't like visibly see where you missed because it's clear. Like, I understand there's no white cast and all of that. However, I can't tell where it is and where it isn't. So I feel like it's almost counterintuitive for me because I'm like, I don't know if I applied enough sunscreen. Also, I just really hated the texture. So I would repurchase this. I would consider maybe getting like the glow screen or any other. I like the brand. I don't think I just like this clear sunscreen. I would just get a version that's not clear. I didn't realize that would be such a pain in the butt for me until I actually owned it and opened it, and then it was an extreme bother and I couldn't go through it fast enough. Like, every time I thought it was almost done, it just kept squirting out. So I was like, please be done. I'm so glad I'm finished with it. And I have moved on to the e.l.f. dupe of the glow screen, and it has a tint, so I'm happy about it. Also finished up this Glossier Balm.com. This is just the original version. This is completely reformulated now, to my knowledge, and it also doesn't have this like applicator anymore. It has a like the Laneige lip thing that has like a lip type applicator. Y'all know what I mean, probably. And they also sell it at Sephora now. I know a lot of people hate this brand now. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think I'm going to rebuy the newer version of this during the upcoming Sephora sale, just because I want to see the difference. People were really upset about the applicator change. I am super pumped about it. Also, there's a formula change. I think they either took out lanolin or added lanolin. I don't know which is the truth. I just know that ingredient is either added or missing now. It doesn't say on here if it was in here to begin with on this packaging, so I'm not entirely positive, but people are like, you know, obviously the formula is different now because it doesn't have that ingredient. So I'm super curious. I think I'm gonna rebuy it during the Sephora sale just for investigative purposes. You know, like, it's an investigation. Okay, for hair care, only finished one item. I've had this forever. It's the Dry Bar Triple Sec Texturizing, Amplifying, Refreshes. It's the 3-in-1 spray. I love this stuff. And also, I just love the smell. Like, it smells so good, and I love what it does to my hair. I feel like I can just take my hair, like, pull it out, do one of these, give it a spray, and it just gives it so much texture and volume. I really do enjoy it. So, Dry Bar Triple Sec. I'm assuming I'm using it properly. Yeah, it says put it on dry hair. I was like, I'm not supposed to be using it on any kind of other hair. I only used it on my dry hair. Apparently that is how you're supposed to be using it. I just literally use it for texture and volume, and I feel like it works really well. It also, I don't go through a lot of it. I don't spray a lot, so I do feel like it lasts quite a long time. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a dry shampoo, but it does say absorbs oils and freshens hair. I also love the scent. Like I said, I have like at least one backup, maybe two. Anytime it's on sale, and I feel like Black Friday, they typically have it on sale for like $10. I'm buying two. Like, I don't even go through them that fast, but I just love them, and I don't want to pay full price. So there you have it. I also need to, like, on my spreadsheet, I don't know if I included all of this on my spreadsheet that I shared with you guys. I think it's linked down below for my inventory. but it only had like 4 categories for hair, like shampoo, conditioner, styling, miscellaneous hair products. I need to split that out in a bad way because I have so many different like hairstyling things. I have so many different like treatments, like different categories of hair. Same with my skincare. I just put like all treatments in one, and I really want to break that out because I feel like I have a better understanding now. And like before I only had like 4 things total, so it didn't matter. But now that I have more quantity of certain things, I'm like, I need to divide out these categories. So if you're also using my inventory spreadsheet and you're adjusting some columns, maybe let me know some ideas, because I'm like, how do I distinguish between like this, obviously like heat protectant, but then I have like oils that I use before the shower. I just want to kind of keep a better handle on what I have, because right now I really don't have a good handle on it, I feel like. Okay, we had a really good month for body care. A really good month. Some of these things, let's just start. First, I'm so happy to say this is done. I obviously had this in a project long ago. I did not use all this in 1 month. This is from long ago. This was in the shower upstairs where Corey mostly showers, but I have been using it recently. And because I have been using it recently, I went to go use this. I used it a couple days in a row, but one day I went to go pump it and it just was like done. I was like, oh my God. If I wasn't up here, this probably would just continue to sit here because Corey probably would be like, no recollection that it's empty. Also, he does this thing where he like uses all of his products to like right here, and then he switches to the next product and like lets them all sit at like the last little bit. I'm like, could you just finish all those up and like give them to me for empties? That'd be so awesome. So he really liked this cool moisturizing version. So we've had this for so long though. I think we bought this before we moved to this townhome, which was in November 2020. I feel like we've had this really, really long. I could be wrong and I hope I'm wrong, but I do feel like we've had this before we moved here. So I'm so glad it's gone. That is like, first of all, it's the value size. So this should count as 2 empties. It's so big. I'm so happy that's finished. Okay, next we have body scrub, and I'm happy to say this is so goopy, but I'm happy to say finished with my Scentsy Perfect Peppermint Sugar Scrub. So this, I love this scent and I love the texture of the sugar scrubs. I realized like probably 3/4 of the way through this container, like I was almost done with it, but it hit me all of a sudden. I don't know what the difference was, but I would use this, and everywhere I would use it, because it's peppermint, it was like super cooling. Like it would instantly be cold, and then I was like cold for the rest of my shower because it was like cooling. Even though the water was hot, it was just like if I use it under my arms, it was so uncomfortable under my arms because I was like cold but hot water. My legs, it was like not as big of a deal. I could like tolerate it. But I was like, I have to use this up. Like, it was the weirdest thing. And I was like, I don't remember this happening at the start of me using it, or at least it was like winter, so maybe I just didn't notice. So I think going forward, I'm probably going to use these in maybe the summertime if I have another of this scent, because I feel like that'd be more appropriate for cooling anyway. And it just might not feel so like, I feel like it was just a weird time. Like it wasn't winter, so I wasn't expecting it to be cold. But also it wasn't summer, like I want to be cold because I'm like sweating. Like it was just such a weird experience. I don't really know. And I don't remember it happening until like the end of the product. Has anyone else experienced that with that sugar scrub? Or any like, I know some peppermint things do that. So I was like, once it started happening, I was like, I'm assuming it's the scrub, peppermint, cooling. But it really caught me off guard. Okay, in the lotion department, this is kind of a mess. This is the Bath & Body Works Velvet Sugar Lotion, which I have no cap to. I was using the pump on this and the pump stopped working, so I need to like do the whole like dump this upside down situation to get the rest out. And I can't just set it upside down willy-nilly because I have no cap, as you can see. So this was my oldest body lotion. This was from the middle of 2019. So I've had her for a minute. So I definitely wanted to get her used up. I need to also pick out a new lotion for sure and put a pump in it because I love the lotions in the pumps. I have found that I don't like them as much in the body wash, but I do really like them in the lotions. So gonna pull some new ones out of those, get my pumps going. This is just really a situation though here. I did enjoy this scent. Don't think I'll repurchase it though. It just like reminds me too much of like high school. So this guy, this is their body cream. This is Boardwalk Taffy from Bath & Body Works. This is probably like just over halfway empty. So you might be like, why are you sharing your empties video? This has gone bad. It's starting to get really, really gross. It's starting to like turn the scent and all of that. So I'm like, why am I still forcing myself to use this? I'm gonna be done. So this is going to be officially tossed in the bin. I gave it a good run. I don't mind the scent anymore. I really went through a phase where I loved it, and then I went through a phase where I really hated the scent. And this last time I pulled it out, I did actually enjoy it, but then the scent just turned, and the texture, all of it, it's really not in pristine condition. And I'm just like, why am I forcing myself to use this where I feel like it's gone bad? Just move on. You already spent the money. Move on. So this isn't really that old. I definitely moved with this though. I got this in 2020. I remember moving with this. So it's not new by any means, but yeah, that's going in the bin. And then what else do we have? Oh, I finished a hand cream, but I threw it away at work. It's the pink. Oh, everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. I don't even remember. I was working on it in my project. It's gonna hit me like at the worst time, like in the shower or while I'm sleeping. I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh my God, it was pink, whatever. It wasn't like pink bubble tea cake. That's a candle. It was pink something, and it came out in the fall, and everyone loved the scent. I finished that hand cream, but I threw it away in the bin at work because I had it marked on my spreadsheet. I remember doing it, throwing it away, and then I was like, oh crap, shouldn't have done that. And then I marked it on my spreadsheet so I didn't forget. And then I went through my bin to like check numbers, and I was like, hand cream? I don't have a hand cream because it's in my work bin. So finished that. It's gonna drive me nuts that I can't think of the name. For perfume, I've been trying to finish at least one perfume a month. Really need to work on my perfume numbers. They are consistently rising over the past like 5 months. So I need to, my goal is at least one minimum. Like I need to work on, I've been trying to work on like whatever has the least amount left, the oldest, and like the least quantity in it. Those 3, I've just been like pulling those to like work on. And then hopefully once I finish those, I'll continue to like rotate and have fun through my stash. And then when the month starts again, that's kind of how I'm like at least finishing one. I cannot go a month and not finish because it's bad. So this past month, the one I was focusing on had the least amount of product in it was the Amazing Grace by Philosophy, the Jasmine version. Also was in this little like pull tabby thing, which was horrendous. I feel like it kind of like was spilling anytime I used it, which probably aided in using it faster. I didn't mind it, but I definitely won't repurchase. It's just not in my scent wheelhouse. It's very floral. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't want to say grandma or old lady, but it's giving me like a very floral perfume vibes, not the perfume I probably more so gravitate towards. So Amazing Grace, Jasmine, Philosophy, that is my perfume empty. So glad I have one, but that's not going to be a repurchase. Also finished off a hand sanitizer finally in Bright Christmas Morning from Bath & Body Works. It's April 1st today. We need to be done with the Bright Christmas Morning. I was like, I am finishing this today. This is going to be gone. Thank goodness. So now I'm finally moved on and done with winter pocket bags, hand sanitizers, etc. And then we have one hand soap empty, which is in Perfect Peppermint. You guessed it. So I have one more Perfect Peppermint left that I'm working on in the master bathroom. I'll be talking about that in my like body care that I'm working on video. but I finished this, and so I officially got to pull out one of the new style Scentsy hand soaps. I'm so excited. So because I finished this, it was just enough to like, now I only have 2 of this style left. I'm so close to being done with them all. I'm so super excited. I don't know how to like read the dates on these, but they switched these over for packaging a minute ago. And so I'm finally almost done with this packaging. I'm so excited. So that is everything I finished here for the month. I'm excited. I have a decent amount. I'm really excited to see what I can do within the next month. I need to go through and re-pull like all the things I emptied to replace in my stash to work on. So let me know what you guys finished up this month, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.